So not only did I die when I was 16 and met God, the second time was when I was around about 26 years old, and I ended up being hit by a car and I ended up in hospital, but I died before I got to the hospital, and I remember dying the same as when I did when I was 16. When I was taken this time, the first time I died, I was taken to God. I was taken by angelic beings, well, technically guides, all the way up to like an angelic frequency, and then angels took over, and then the angels took me to God, and then I spoke to God, as I've said in previous videos. And the second time I died, I was taken by guides, but then another being came down and took me. And this being at that time I believed was God, or, you know, a God being, essentially. This being took me to a higher plane of existence than where God was. You could see God's throne below his realm. And I've had that a few times now where I was taken beyond God's realm and I was sort of looking down at God on his throne in his realm with the angelic kingdoms and angelic realms. There's more, guys. There's more than, you know, God's realm. It goes way beyond that. It goes all the way up to love. So when I was taken, I didn't realize till 5-10 years later, no, actually, sorry, 10-15 years later, I didn't realize till 10-15 years later, that being that took me to a high frequency was another version of me. It was a higher version of me. So when I met this higher version of me years ago, I realized, oh, you're the one that took me and you're the one that sent me back, because that version of me told me it was not my time to die and I had to come back, the same as what God said. But this guy was at a higher frequency than God. So what I began to understand as I began to go deeper and connect with myself more, and I began to go beyond that and into the energy of love, I began to learn, especially when the first time I went into love, I began to learn that Jesus came from love, directly from love, did not come from God. He came from love to try and assist the universe, the same as what God did. God came through love to try and assist this universe. Jesus did the same. Jesus came from love to assist the universe, the same as God did. Jesus did not come from God, and that's probably why God laughed when I asked, should I be reading the Bible? Because I was an atheist when I first met God. So that was my experience. Jesus came from love. God came from love. Jesus did not come from God. And when Jesus died, he went back to love. He ascended back to love.